today I will explain you that how we can create the radio buttons. Okay, so first use this keyword parameters. We can create the radio button. Radio button group. Now press tab. Radio button group G1. Then user command. You can pass any name. Then default value X. Okay, so it will be activated by default. Now we will pass another radio button using this parameter keyword radio button group G1. Okay, so now I will explain you that how we can now just click on the save button, then activate. I will show you that how we can add the radio buttons. So these are the radio buttons that we have added. Okay, so now how to change the naming convention of these radio buttons? Just go to text element, selection text. Here you can change the naming convention. First radio button is for suppose sales report. Then second radio button is for accounting report. Now click on save button and activate. Now go back, okay, and execute it. So here you can see sales report and accounting report. Okay, so by default, first radio button is active because of this default X. And user command is here we are just changing it. So it is by the user command. Okay, now if you want to make dynamic selection screen, so what is dynamic selection screen? Now let me explain you that what is dynamic selection screen. If you are to modify the selection screen, if we are modifying the selection screen, that is called dynamic selection screen, enabling some parameters and disabling some parameters. Okay, so if you select this radio button sales report, then only company code will be enabled. Okay, so now let me show you how we can create the dynamic selection screen. So dynamic selection screen is we can create it can be created it can be created using modif id using modif id. Okay, so now how to pass the modif id? Now let me explain you. We have to pass the keyword, okay, modif tab. Now you can pass the modif id name like abc I am taking, and for this parameter I am taking modif id xyz. Okay, now save and activate. So for this to dynamic selection screen, there is a event of report, event of report. There is a event that is add selection screen output, add selection screen output. Using this event, we can do any modification on the selection screen. Okay, if you want to make dynamic selection screen, that is possible using this event add selection screen output. Okay, so now we have to use this parameter here at selection screen test tab output test tab. Okay, so now I will use if first radio button is active, if first radio button is active, if we are passing equal capital X, then it means if it is active. Okay, if first radio button is active, if we are using if statement, then we have to close that if statement using end if. Okay, so now I will use loop at screen. So I am using loop. You have to close this loop using end loop. Okay, I will use this loop at screen statement to modify the screen. So now I will use the case statement case screen group 1 screen group 1. You can also use if statement. If screen group 1 equal when it is xyz means second one. Okay, so now I will take ABC here, ABC, ABC, and I will use the parameter of screen like screen active equal 0, and then you have to write the modify statement, modify screen. Okay, so this is the statement that we will use to modify the screen. Okay, now just save and activate. Now let me show you. If your radio button first is active, radio button first is for sales report. Okay, and then ABC is for accounting document number. Okay, so if first radio button is active, then we are just disabling this parameter accounting document number. Now let me show you. If first radio button is active, so we have disabled that accounting document number. If you select this, then you can see accounting document number is enabled. Okay, so this is the way you can make. Now click on the first. It will be that accounting document number is disabled now, and company code is enabled. Now if you select again, okay. So if we are selecting accounting report, then I just want to display only accounting document number. I want to hide this company code. So how it is possible? So if second radio button is active, so I can also use else if we are passing any other condition. So I will use second radio button 2 if it is X, if it is active, then same use same statement here also, and in this I will pass the modify the xyz, because for company code we are using modify the xyz. So if second radio button is active and your company code modified we are passing here, then active equals 0. Active equals 0 means disabled. Act disabled. Okay, now activate it. So if your second radio button is activated, then we are just second, this XYZ is for company code. Sorry, it is for company code. Okay, ABC is for accounting document number, XYZ is for company code. If your uh, second radio button is for accounting report. Okay, so second radio button is for accounting report. If your accounting report radio button is active, then it will disable the company code. Now just click accounting report. So company code will be disabled. If we select sales report, then it is enabled. Okay. So this is the dynamic selection screen. If you click on the second radio button, then your first parameter accounting document number is enabled and a company code is disabled. If you select sales report, then this company accounting document number will be disabled. Okay, so this is your dynamic selection screen. If you are doing some modification on the selection screen, that is called dynamic selection screen. So that is possible using this event add selection screen output. Okay, and how to declare the radio buttons using this radio button group keyword, you can declare the radio button. Then how to change the name of the radio button, go to text element selection text, you can change the name of the radio button. Then add selection screen output is the event of the report to modify used to modify the selection screen. If you want to do some modification on the selection screen, so that is possible using add selection screen output. Okay, so how to use this statement? If first radio button is active, okay, equal to x means it is active, then we are using the loop statement. In this loop we are just closing this using end loop. Then we are checking this parameter. These are the screen parameters. Group 1, if group 1 is ABC, like this is the suppose if we are using any parameters on the selection screen, then we are just giving some group. Okay, so S banner contains this modified this group ABC. So if ABC, if we are checking this condition, if group is ABC, then we are just deactivating, disabled. We are just your active is 0. Okay, if it is 1, then it will be enabled. If it is 0, then it will that means disabled. Okay. So we are using the screen parameter here, and using this screen parameter we are just modifying the screen. Okay. So use first we use the screen parameter to this modify ID. This is the group. If it is ABC, ABC is for accounting document number. Then if first radio button is active, then accounting document number will be disabled. If second radio button is active, then company code will be disabled. Okay. Now execute. If sales report is active, then first selection screen parameter, that is accounting document number, is disabled. If we select accounting report, then your second parameter, selection screen parameter, company code, is disabled. So this is the selection screen, and this modification is possible only through the that event add selection screen output. Okay, so we are having different types of events in the report that will be triggered for some purpose. Like for modification, we are using this event add selection screen output. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So that is fine for today. Okay, thank you.